it's Casey. I have a repair on the table today. I am still technically not taking repairs, but I took this one on because it sounded pretty straightforward, which probably is always the death of me. When I think something's going to be straightforward, it isn't. But I'm pretty sure this one is. After all these years of working on dolls, I've gotten better at being able to tell if it's truly straightforward or not. But let's find out. So my understanding is, what is going on here? My understanding is that she just needs her strings installed. So here she is. Looks like she's kind of a clown girl. No strings. Or not a clown. Alice in Wonderland. That's what it is. I remember now. And it looks like these are her strings and pieces. So I'm assuming she wants them changed to the blue string. And I think what the situation was is maybe these had broke. I think they weren't changing. So let's have a look. Let's pull this down a little. My screwdriver. Let's open her up and we'll take a look. Oh, it looks like she's got screws in, but she is not together. So let's get those out. If this scalp has been, no, it hasn't. So actually we can kind of talk about the scalp too, and I might want to, so when you buy a new scalp because you plan to put a wig on, normally you have to trim these little flaps or it will push up like that. So we might do that, but let me, kind of dark here today and I've been having eye problems, so I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing without turning the big light on. Okay, step one with the scalp is to make sure that it's all the way in and not pushing up. Step two is that we need to trim some of these, and you can put a little glue in there as well. I wouldn't do a bunch of glue in case you need to remove it, but just to hold them together so they don't push up. So we'll probably do that. And I'm not sure if she wants, if these can be attached, that would be great, because then we don't have to rebead them. I don't know if she's thinking these can't be reattached or she wants it changed to the blue, so I might need to check with her, but I'm gonna see first if I can just get the black ones back on, and then we can always ask. So let's first get the mech working, because if I remember, part of the problem was the mech was not turning. So this one is the longest, so it's going to be our best bet for going through the bottom spot. But you know, maybe we should just change the string. I know I've talked about this before, but for me it's hard to attach strings when they're already beaded. because it's hard to go through the back plate first. It's easier to string them and then do the beads. So let's see, doesn't look like they're glued at all. Let's go ahead and restring because it's just easier, truly. We can leave them like that for now so we remember how they're beaded, and we'll just change to the blue. This is string from my shop. We'll do a nice long piece. I like to just do a long piece, so if we make any mistakes, we have a nice long piece. And this way we can go ahead and attach it to the iMac and not have to worry about stringing it through the back. So typically, the best way to do this string is to have the knot on this side. I've heard people say it doesn't matter. I've heard people even say it's the other side, but in my experience, it works best when the knot is on the bump side. I don't know, I don't usually like when it's knotted 3 times. I'm gonna do that again. I like it when it's only knotted twice. Otherwise, you can typically see the knot. So I try to only knot it twice. Make sure it's knotted like that. And then you wanna be pretty careful with the fire because it can actually melt the knot off. So I just do it a little bit. And then that way you can kind of usually push it down in there a little bit and it won't be visible. Of course it doesn't want to do it now. Well, it should be fine like that. And the other one goes back here. And so what we're doing is called making sleep eyes, and I'm probably going to turn this video into, we'll see how it goes, into a newbie making sleep eyes video. I just got asked this question yesterday in my shop, and I have a sleep eyes video that I made several years ago, but it's not part of my newbie series, so I might add this to the newbie series. Okay, she's got 2 T-bars here. One has been trimmed. I don't know if you can see it, and one hasn't. So we're gonna try the trimmed one, but it might be that the problem, because I think when she originally messaged me, she said, when you pull the strings, they're not changing. And so that's usually a T-bar issue. And it could be that the T-bar is too short. So sometimes bending it, it actually is a pretty stiff one. So let's see if it goes on there first. If it's on there, it's hitting it. So let's, there also wasn't a screw for the T-bar, so that could be an issue as well. So let's put one on there. So they're changing, so that's a good sign. Oh, you know what it might be? This screw is probably the T-bar screw. So this screw does not go here because it will not hold the scalp on. Let's take that off. The screw that goes there, I have an extra in here. Is this one. It has a bigger head to hold on the scalp. So that goes there. Let's screw it in a little bit. And this one, use this screwdriver is easier. Just screw it in a little bit so it's stuck in there, and then we'll put the scalp on. So with the scalp, I'm gonna trim this a little bit. So it doesn't push up. And I'm going to put a teensy weensy bit of glue in one spot. And that ought to hold it. I think we'll, you guys can see really well. I feel like I can't see anything. I'm gonna scoop some of that glue out. Okay, now now you don't have that scalp bumping up like it was when we first opened her. And then we will run her strings through the back plate. And you could add more glue to the scalp if you want more of it, but as you all know, I prefer to use the least amount possible. And that's enough to hold it down and not cause it to push up. So let's put her wig on and see what she looks like. Super cute, but let's actually let's make sure she works, and then she's losing her shoes here. I'll make sure she works and then put her screws in so we don't forget. So there she goes. So she works. Let's put her stuff back together here. So she's gonna need her screws. We'll give her T-bar back. Her string that's left over. She should be able to do another doll with the string that's left. Put that back together. And let's put her screws in here. Okay, so now we just need to bead her strings. So let us do that. Let's do this one first. All right, let's do one last check. And they are working, so that is great. So now that's it. I think that was it. That was all she needed, wanted her working again. And so we can put her wig on and get her back out of here. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. At this point, I'm still not officially taking repairs. You're always welcome to ask me, you know, if it's something that I feel like I can take on or I have the time, I might, but I just have been so busy. It's hard for me to work on other folks' stuff when I've got so much of my own stuff. So, but don't feel shy to ask, and if I can, I will help. If not, I hope this video is helpful, and thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye, everyone.